Inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Chase the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down. Callahan, and he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They go play action with Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. In motion right, that's Hardman. On 3rd down, it's Glover. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. They get this out quickly to the left side. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Chase, the motion man right. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To the air again, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a
touchdown Bengals. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. He's into space past the 25, and he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down and 6 now. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
In motion right is Addison. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll keep it on the ground. Glover. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Glover, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now Jackson on second down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Glover, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's a second down and 9. Jackson finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Up the middle they go. It's Glover. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 38-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A they'll send Adams in motion left. Again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion right, that's Hardman. On second down, a run to Dobbins. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Addison will go in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a second and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 17-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run on first down. Callahan. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Play action. Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he's got room. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 72 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Burrow on play action. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
11.
Burrow will throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
On 1st down, Callahan. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than
and he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! J.K. Dobbins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Burrow.
They'll roll him out right.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. To throw, Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Burrow.
And that's complete to Adams.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Burrow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
McPherson on for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
34. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. Finding Sutton. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on